Hi everyone, welcome to the Happy Hour, the happiest time of the week. It's an absolute honor to have our guest on today, a former CNN Hero of the Year, Maggie Doyne. It's beyond an honor. They say don't meet your heroes, but I've got to say I challenge that because having met Maggie and how you guys will all meet her today through this, it will change you for the better. It will make us all better people. Her story is incredible, and I can't believe I'm so honored that we have the opportunity today to share this story. It's what she has done. It's incredible. Today we're going to talk about her award-winning, many awards that she has won, documentary, which was directed by her husband, Between the Mountain and the Sky. 10 years in the making, but based on 20 years of her life and what she has done. And we're going to talk about this when Maggie joins us. But when she was 18, she went over on a gap year from high school, ended up in Nepal, ended up being completely traumatized and witnessing impoverished and orphaned children there. At that young age of 18, she comes home, takes all of her babysitting money, which I think was about $5,000 at the time, goes back, buys land where she can help these children that have so inspired her, so moved her, and so fully changed her life. Um, and what is fascinating is how, and I'm just inviting her to get back on again. So and so Maggie is getting on right now with us. Maggie, I'm going to send you one more Oh, here we go. I'm going to send you another invitation to join us because they want to hear from you, not me. But I'll continue to share this incredible story. So, as I said, goes back home, takes her $5,000 as babysitter money, comes back, buys the land, and then over these 2 decades, you cannot even believe what she has accomplished. She starts a children's home and school. This school now has 500 children in it, a children's home with 51 kids in it, a women's center, a health clinic. She has a foundation, Blink Now. She has written a memoir, and now this incredible documentary that her husband has directed that explains all of this. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible in life how one person, one young person, can make such a big, vast difference in so many lives. And the difference goes well beyond Nepal. It's to all of us. It makes us all better. It makes us all want to do better, to be better, and hopefully inspires us to actually go ahead and do that. And so we're going to have Maggie. We're so excited to share this story. But again, so this documentary is going around the country, not surprisingly, winning. Okay, hold on, Maggie. Wait, it says that you are here. I'm going to try one more time. Going around the country and winning all of these awards, not surprisingly. But we now are going to get to see this. I mean, can you imagine? Hello, Maggie. I'm so happy you're here.
Oh, thanks for having me. I was just listening in, and thank you for talking about our film and Blink Now, and you've been such a champion. I love seeing you here.
Oh, I mean, how could you not be? And I said, and I'm going to go back and repeat what I said. A former CNN Hero of the Year. And they say, don't meet your heroes. Well, you're my hero, and you're all of our heroes, and we were all the better for meeting you. And if you could, I mean, what you have done has made such an impact on those in Nepal, but everyone, all of us, because you've shown us we can help, we can do it. And that's what you've given to us. And it's a gift that I don't think many have, but thank you for that.
Thank you. We're a team, and we're all locking elbows. All of the moms, all of our community in Nepal. I mean, from New Jersey to really all around the world. I think there's a rise in us all wanting to do better for
Yeah.
our children.
Yeah.
And how we define who our children are is being expanded, how we define family, what the standards are, and just fighting for, and I think believing that we can create a world where children are safe and where they're fed and where their human rights are met and where they can play and where they can go to school and be educated. And I mean, once you fall in love with a kid, any child, your own or in the human family, I think you'll do anything to fight for them. All of us will. And I'm in New York City. That's why it's really loud.
Well, you know what
I'm,
you're saying, it seems so simple, right? Is that the basic thing about life? Like they're children, we should love them. They love us. What a family is. It should be so simple, and it's not. And you're
No,
bringing it back to what it is. You are showing us exactly what it should be and that it can be.
that's right. And I think I think it's everywhere that we need to reprioritize and center children as communities
Yeah.
and unite and just do better. And I hope that our story, the story of Blink Now, my co-founder Tope's story, um, in getting it out there and championing it, it just inspires people to love more, to do more, to come out and act in small ways and big ways, centering love and generosity and kindness. We got to make humanitarianism really cool again
You
and
have.
model for the next generation how we want to leave the planet and lead the planet for them. So we've been out there just getting the story out in whatever ways we can and meeting other people who are championing their communities. And it's just been such a powerful time in our lives. It's been such a wonderful chapter of like, come on, unite, let's join hands, let's do this thing.
So needed right now with everything else going on. This is what we need to focus on. So the documentary is out. I mean, and your entire story is so fascinating. And if I'm saying this right, your husband directed it. It's filmed over 10 years or 9 years plus, but it really encompasses 20 years of what you've done.
Yeah, so the film team, my husband, and and the folks who worked on it, including my own children who narrated and helped shoot it and have since gone to film school and are out in the world, in the film world, came in and shot for many, many years and then edited a cut that is now a 90-minute feature documentary. We're on the Academy Awards qualification and we're out there like promoting it and just talking about it. And beyond awards, it's really about impact and how we
Right.
leverage this for impact and as a call to action. But yeah, he also went through and he found 10 years of archival footage. I call it like the greatest love letter because our children and even me didn't even know that some of this footage existed. It was like an archaeological dig. He went through garages. He contacted people from like 15 years ago and was like, were you in Nepal in the year 2007? And what do you have? And he poured through hard drives, like gigabytes and gigabytes of footage. And when I saw it, I mean, I wasn't involved at all in the making of the film, but when I saw it, I was just like blown away in it being a love story and a gift to our children, a gift to our family. Our kids have loved it. They're like, we can finally explain to our college roommates like what our life was like and explain the uniqueness and the love of our family. And it's it's been really powerful. It's just been a really good source of healing. It's been a good source of like fundraising and creating impact. So we did like fundraising screenings and like instead of a movie ticket, make a donation to Blink Now. So it's been really fun because you know fundraising is always
Not fun.
it's very important and exhausting and
Yeah.
hard. And so yeah, just having the film and the book out has been one more tool to inspire and to support and change the inspiration into real impact on the ground.
When did you first hear that he was going to do this? And were you hesitant at all, or did you say show everything, or was there any discuss, like, and or was there something you really wanted to be in there, like make sure you include?
Yeah, so my only like big request was just to capture that moment in time and that my children were at that age where they were blossoming and getting ready to like go off and take on the world, and time felt so fleeting, so it was meant to be just a short capturing. I asked Jeremy to like take portraits of the kids. The portraits of the kids are now embedded in the film in a series of love letters that I read to them, and it's absolutely stunning. And but then we fell in love behind the camera and in front of the camera, which is a big reveal in the film. It evolves from a story of grief and pain and really hard, difficult things into a story of family and love and comedic relief, which is its greatest redemption. And it leaves people crying, but also they say it fills them with hope and they want to go hug and do things. So that's really great.
And I know people have probably asked you this, but the name of the title of the movie, Between the Mountain and the Sky, what is between the mountain and the sky?
So it is a line in my memoir where I am reflecting on the hard things, the beautiful things of life. I'm looking out between the mountains and the sky. If you know Nepal and you've been to Nepal, it is known for it's all sky and mountains and the most beautiful people of the world. Um, the kindness and the love of the world lives in those mountains, and it's my home. And
Mhm.
it's a really powerful part of the story. My book is kind of like my lens and my story and my writing and my take on the journey, and then the movie is really Jeremy coming into into the fold and his lens and through his kind of artistry as a documentary filmmaker with our children and his story of coming into that family.
It's just so incredible what you've done. And when you say family, I mean your family's so enormous. I don't know if anyone could actually even define, because you have created that all are part of your family. I want to be part of your family.
You
Everybody
are.
is,
We're
right?
all, I mean, Nelson Mandela said that we are all part of the human
Mhm.
family. He was our greatest teacher in that we all belong to each other and the world belongs to us and we're a part of each other. And these are our children and our collective responsibility. And again, I wasn't like involved in the making of the film, but I'd always go into my husband's little dark dungeony editing suite. And on the wall, the only thing I ever saw, I didn't see a shot, I didn't see a single frame. Actually, my friends all watched it before I did. But what he had on his bulletin board everywhere we went where he was editing was redefine family. What does it mean to be a family?
Oh,
Um, because your family is someone that you like automatically love and that you're born into, but we build family and community in all kinds of ways. And to me, children are the heart and center and need to be at the heart and center of everything that we do. And this story really tells that, and that's my legacy, and that is so important to me. That we recenter children and not just our own and beyond biology and just in a like really loving way. And the world will be better when we can do that. And I want to do this in my lifetime. I
you're
don't want to
doing it.
waste any more days.
And I tell you, not only are you doing it in you yourself, but the inspiration that you're giving to so many people. I mean, it's like rippling across. And once this movie is seen, this documentary, it will ripple further, because you
Thank you.
can't not be engulfed by what you're doing and want to be a part of this. And maybe if it's a smile that, like, even the tiniest part that somebody can do, you are making change 24/7.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank
I mean,
you.
it's
Thank you.
And I want to go back to, so when you were 18 years old and this all started on that gap year and you saw those children, those impoverished orphans, uh, going into this, did you always have a lot, like, was it something you found in yourself when you were there that you didn't realize was there? Or was it something you always sort of leaned towards? Like, at 18 years old, how did you know?
It wasn't the poverty or the sadness at all. It was the deep human connection and recognition that we're all one, and it was the joy and it was the smiles and it was realizing that circumstance and the birth lottery and
Mhm.
so many things that just don't make sense define the childhood that you get. Um, and it felt easier. There was a moment on a riverbed for me where I saw 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds breaking rocks, and they were breaking rocks into gravel to sell for $1. And I was like, that's not right. And how can we be a part of changing this? And I don't want to live in a world where kids have to break rocks to survive. And I'm not accepting this as a truth. And what can I do? And what's my place? And what is my part in this? And that led me to meeting Taupe, my co-founder, in the most incredible community. And the way I explain it, everybody feels like it was this big sacrifice or this mega crossroads. But the best way to explain it is that it just felt right, and it felt easier to stay than to like turn my back and go back to college and become a communications major or whatever was on the thought there for me. So I stayed, and then one left turn turned into a right turn, turned into the next moment, and I didn't expect to become a mother. That also happened really organically because of the need that arose, and we wanted to change what orphanages are. They're dark, dismal, horrific places that no child should be raised in, and Tope and I and the women we work with were like, well, let's make one that's bright yellow and there's meals around the table and music and kites in the sky and a soccer ball. Like, and tuck bedtime stories and tuck in at night. And that became the home. And then we were like, let's build the greatest school in the world. Let's build a nature school with love infused and healthy school lunch. And let's model the kind of school we want to build. And now the Women's Center and the Health Center and the community outreach and family development and social services and food and farming, it's like grown really holistically and organically. And in that, the model spread to the world. And we were able to redefine what community development looks like, what poverty alleviation can look like, what education in schools can look like for children who are not born into privilege or power. And I'm really proud to stand by my community with 175 team members and share that work because I believe it can happen everywhere and I believe it's needed everywhere beyond our village and our community in Nepal and the Karnali region. I think, where I'm standing, I'm in New York City. We're at DocFest, New York, and promoting our film this week, and it's needed here. It's it's everywhere. So
I love when you just said you weren't going to accept that as a truth. I think that is like one of the most profound, like, that's not it. No. And that's what makes change. When someone says, nope, we don't just accept it. You don't just walk by and say that's it. You change
no,
it. And that's what
yeah,
you did. You changed it.
yeah, yeah,
So if there are
yeah.
others out there so inspired by this that, like, can they reach out to you? How does that work now? And also, how do we help other than most, like right now, everyone's going to go see this film. Everybody's going to see it, not
Yes,
just because we're helping you, because it's going to help us. It is the gift you're giving to all of us to
thank
be
you.
better this hot and perfect timing too. But how do we help other than going to support the film and the Blink Now Foundation?
Awesome. Yes, so you can learn about how to get involved at blinknow.org. You can follow along, you can share. The film is streaming for free this whole week at betweenthemountain.com. You can get involved in an impact campaign. We have everything from kids doing birthday fundraisers to people donating $5 a month and contributing a morning coffee to feed school lunch for a child in Nepal. I mean, we have so many opportunities to volunteer, to get involved, to mentor, to connect us to your college campus or university. So, yes, follow along. You can go to blinknow.org, betweenthemountain.com, and it's going to be a really big celebratory week. You're probably going to see us everywhere, all over your Instagram and Facebook feeds because
I hope
we're
so.
trying to spread love, and we're really excited.
And is there ever an opportunity? So, if someone were to come to Nepal and they wanted to get hands on and help, are there opportunities in that way as well?
Yes, we generally prioritize social workers and teachers and really qualified experts and professionals, but there's an opportunity. We run an international camp for kids where you can come and get involved. It's during Desai. We have a summer program, so you can check that out also at Blink Now. And we'd love, we'd love all of the help and support we can get.
And I want to go back one more time because while you're here, and I know you have to go, you've got two
I
minutes, so you have to
do.
get into that lunch. I know.
It's such a funny day today.
But it's so exciting because you're here to promote this incredible documentary. So, Between the Mountain and the Sky, just give us something about it to take away from it. So, when we go watch this, what do you want us to take away from when we watch that movie?
I think you're going to want to hug the people you love. You're going to want to show up and do things and make the world more beautiful. And I think you're going to want to write a love letter, leave no words left unsaid. And I think you're going to want to tuck your kids in if you have kids and read them a story. And I think you're going to remember that our days here are so infinite and so powerful, and we have the power to change and make the world we want to live in.
I'm sitting, I have goosebumps as you're saying this, right? Please keep going, please. But
Oh,
I,
so I
I,
have to
I
go,
know.
but we're premiering just in a few minutes at Doc NYC, but I'll be on, and I just want to give my love to the whole.
So, oh, we lost you for 1 second. Wait, we just lost you. Oh, you're back. Okay, say it one
Sorry,
more
there's
time.
calls coming through because they're looking for me.
Oh, okay, you gotta go. But who
I,
do you
I
want to give your love to?
I wanted to give my love to the Morph Mom community,
Oh, thank
to
you.
everybody, everywhere who took the time to watch this, to share and celebrate this film. And I love you all so much. And thank you for being on this journey.
We love you. We're so proud of
Love
you.
you.
Thank you for the gift you've given to all of us. And we're all going to go out and see that movie. And
Thank
let's go.
you.
Let's get an Oscar for that movie. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
And we love you.
Love you too.
We'll see you soon.